I was invited to give some lectures at universities in Kenya by a Franciscan friar, a Kenyan, whom I met in Rome, sort of by accident. And so I went to Nairobi for a week, and when you're with Franciscans, who always are one of those religious orders that especially ministers to the poor, I was taken to a slum in Nairobi called Kibera. And in many ways, it's a horrific place. All your senses are attacked. The sight, the smell, the noises. For one thing, a lot of the noises are just what seem like an infinite number of children running around, many of them, of course, therefore, not in school. You walk through or step over sewage and just piles of garbage and trash and all the rest of it. And your first experience, at least for me, is this is hopeless. What would you do to fix this place? Where would you even begin? 1 million people. But in the slums, there are no public schools really, but there are private schools founded by religious orders or just individuals who were inspired to do something about the horror that is Kibera. And this friar, who was my host, who's now on my board of directors of my foundation, took me to some of these schools. And they are behind walls because they have to have security. And the classrooms have maybe a blackboard, dirt floor. Many of the rooms have no electricity. And something miraculous is going on there. Children are being educated. In these schools, there's extraordinary hope. And if you look at the schools, you would say, but how do you learn anything here? One of the schools has a room that says, from the outside on the door, computer room. I thought, amazing, I'll go look at it. It has no electricity, let alone computers. But someday it will have electricity, and someday it will have computers. These are places of hope, that in this place of smells and sounds and violence and incredible poverty and all the rest, there is hope. And so one of the things the Bill Cook Foundation does is support 2 of those schools. These children are going to school and learning, and many of them are going to make it. Many of them are going to be able to go to high school, and a few are going to be able to go to university, and some are going to get vocational training because some heroic people have founded these schools in the most apparently inhospitable place in the world, and those schools are working despite the fact they're operating on a very, very thin budget. We're able to help to support them, to provide things that those schools need to give their children a little bit better education. And that is one of the great joys of working with my foundation. I get to go and see the results of where even fairly small amounts of money do tremendous good.